I'm going to show you step by step exactly how I'm building out an app that will not only be built, but also be marketed and then get customers. And then actually have a developer finish the final product and then market it using my unfair advantage, which is my brother who I've worked with for the last 14 years, Ty Lopez. Basically going to explain the process of how I'm going to kind of conceptualizing this app and then building it, marketing every step of the way, kind of just open up the doors and kind of share what's happening, because I think that'll be fun. And it's a new experience for me too. I haven't developed a app from the ground up. So let's do it. So first things first, we need an idea, and my brother Ty has a bunch of ideas all the time and he wants to build apps. So I was like, cool. Let's do it. He had one that was a 17-second manifestation app. So you basically press a button and hold a positive emotion and like a desire of what you want to manifest. And then you do that for 17 seconds or 4 sessions up to 68 seconds, and it helps attract that to you. So here's kind of a little explanation of it. I thought this was cool. For me, I've always wanted to be better at visualization and manifesting. And I know this is already a concept from like Abraham Hicks and stuff. So there's already some innate virality. And on TikTok, you can find, if you look up like 17-second manifest, there's videos that have already gone viral. So I knew this had some legs, at least in my mind it does. And then what I did from there, Ty has 10 other apps, he had like 9 other app ideas. And I spun up landing pages, I'll show you, for each of those, and then had our funnel builders basically build out those. So I did a 10-way split test to see like what would have the most interest of all 10 ideas. And basically this manifesting app was number 2. So it had like a 46% conversion rate, and it was statistically significant. So it was good enough to start, and Ty liked it. I wanted something that I could just focus on, so I ran with it. So to build this waitlist on Lovable, I basically just gave it this prompt with ChatGPT. I just came up with this prompt. I was like, build me a waitlist for an app that, is a 17-second kind of visualization app. I didn't want anything too complicated when doing split tests. Our methodology is just like big picture. Are people interested in the idea more than like getting the exact features right? Like I did these are just ChatGPT based features. I might have written out a few that I wanted or that made sense. And yeah, this was the original landing page, and then ended up making them, let me just show you. So this is the prompt I put in. I think it was maybe there was like 1 or 2 changes, but it was pretty much, I was done in like 5 prompts. So now I have a waitlist that's not hooked up to a database yet, and I wanted to hook this up to our own database, so I had our funnel builders do that. I could have just connected to Supabase and basically taken in emails here to be able to measure, opt-ins and conversion rates. The final page, once we put it on tylopez.com, looked like this. I basically refined all the pages to just have features, and then I didn't even want this part, but basically I just wanted mostly above the fold to see if people were kind of interested in this basic idea. And then there was an email, join waitlist. I just put this here, what feature are you most excited, to try to get some info from people. This doesn't look great, but I don't care about that. I'm just kind of going for big ideas here, not caring too much about getting sucked in the minutia of it all, because there's a lot to do. So I built out 10 of these pages. You can see a few of the other ones. We're just testing out a crypto bot. Are people interested in this? This one didn't do well. 3 numbers that matter. Basically just today, weekly, and monthly. Now, this isn't an exact split test. This is just, we sent it out to Ty's email list, and, it doesn't mean people aren't interested in certain of these ideas. I just wanted to kind of get some momentum and be like, okay, what can I feel good about building, and, get some buy-in from real people and from Ty and myself, so I could focus on sign. So I built that out last week, and then yesterday I basically got the okay to start on actually building out the app. And then I basically came to Lovable with just like the bare bones idea at first. I had already created a page. I think this is similar to what I created. What do you want to manifest? Let's say 20K a month. And then you could add an image, save and continue. And then there's just like this basic like timer, focus on the feeling, feel as if it's already yours. I kind of like that. It's not in the final version that I'm building right now. This was pretty good. I actually like certain things about this. I like the timer kind of counting down, but it's a little distracting. And I basically went from there and then wanted to start figuring out like what are the main features I want to build, because the main idea I have right now is what is the minimum viable product that I can ship. And I have a competitive advantage, or we do, and Ty's has a big audience. We're good at marketing and have a lot of built-in audience. So it's a little bit of a cheat code. I probably want to take these people who are interested in the waitlist and send them an early version and just get them to kind of beta test this. That's kind of my idea right now, before I get super sucked into the user interface and like making it perfect and all that. Like I want to see, are people interested and will people want to pay? So I'm kind of figuring out the features and then the premium features, which premium is still, I'm not there yet. And then what they just basically get with free versus premium. So I'm kind of just building out all the features right now. And that's what I've been doing over the last 2 days. I want to show you kind of where I'm at. Okay, so this is where I've gotten the app so far. There's an onboarding sequence first. So I'll show you that. Basically, just fill in this info. Not all of this is perfect, but it's the main idea. Let's say 20,000 a month profit. And this, I don't really like what it does. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that yet. Here's the area of your life you want to focus. So some of these are being pulled for like AI generation and some of them aren't. This is the emotion when your vision becomes reality. This, you can click edit on Lovable. I actually want to change this to say all of it instead of like vision and stuff I was saying first. I want to say desire. And I'm trying not to get too sucked up. Like my rule right now, unless I really want the feature, if it's taking more than like 2 or 3 prompts, I'm just trying to drop it because you can get like really stuck in trying to get stuff perfect. Okay, so I'm just clicking edit and basically changing this on Lovable. You can like actually change the text, which is really nice. So you don't have to prompt it always. So I just want this to say desire instead of vision. Okay, I'm going to put grateful here. And then you choose your vibe. This isn't actually doing anything yet, but it will do something probably. You choose 3 of these that kind of like inspire you or that you describe you. And then how clear is your goal? This should say vision here. I'm sorry, this should say desire. I'm just going to show you some of the actual editing too, just so you get a feel for like how Lovable works if you haven't used it, and just kind of what I'm going for here. And this is just kind of a vlog showing the whole process, you know, good and the bad. Okay, you'll manifest this by doing this daily, 17-second manifestation, AI affirmations, vision log. This isn't a thing yet. But whatever. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so there's reminders that are technically supposed to work. I don't know if they're working yet, but this won't work in here, but when it's actually published live, it will. We'll just do allow. It says they're blocked. And then here's the, like Cal AI is a popular app right now, and most apps try to get premium right away. This all needs to be changed. This is kind of a placeholder for now, but yeah, this is going to be during the onboarding step. And then basically it's creating your personal manifestation. So it's pulling with ChatGPT, it's pulling, like making their manifestation, making it, or should make an image for them. I might have to press generate still. And it's also making custom affirmations, 5 custom affirmations based on their desire or what they want to manifest. This is taking way too long. I need to fix how long it takes, but I think it's because now it's making the image there. Okay, so we got our desire. I effortlessly attract and embrace an income of 20,000 every month. We got the image that pulled from DALL-E 3. As soon as I can figure out how to get ChatGPT 4.0 images, we'll use that because DALL-E 3 kind of sucks. These are there's 5 custom affirmations that get created. And then there's the button that basically gives you like what you need to do, and then 5-second countdown. And then here's your 17 seconds. So you're supposed to hold this thought for 17 seconds. I effortlessly attract and embrace an income 20,000 every month. Hold it with a positive emotion. See the vision already manifested. So I've been doing this. It's actually pretty cool. Obviously I'm talking about it right now, so it's hard to focus. So after here, you get a how deeply did you feel it? You can complete the session, or you can go for another 58 seconds. So I'm just going to do this. Great. And then complete. Now there's supposed to be some confetti happening there, but I wasn't able to get it working. You can see I was working on that. So I tried twice. I'm kind of going in. I'm just going to refactor this stuff. It keeps on telling me to refactor stuff to make it smaller. So I'll just do that in the background. But yeah, the confetti wasn't working. Kind of hit my framework of 2 times trying to fix it. And it's just not that important. So I don't really care about that right now. There's a join premium here. If this would be if they hadn't already joined, it would go away if they had. I don't know if Lovable can actually do premium stuff. One of the things I'm just going to ask today is, can we integrate Stripe, and when someone pays money, there's different features here, to see if that would actually work to do it as an MVP, because the end goal is an iOS app. I didn't say that in the beginning, but I don't want this to be a web app. Web app would just be for testing, like showing off. Like, it's just easier to build than an iOS app. It takes longer to do an iOS app. Okay, I'm going to refactor that in the background. We have a progress tab here, so it like does a streak, so it's like gamified, shows their sessions. And then we have settings that basically just show notifications, and for testing you can reset everything. So I can go back and test stuff. Or on Lovable, you can just go to a certain page here, which is really nice. You can also edit the desires, add new desires, and switch the focused desire. So we could like make a new what we want to do, or edit this, in terms of what we actually want to manifest. So that's the main features that I've built out so far. It's getting close to where I want it to just test with people and get some feedback and see like, is this even worth shipping? One big thing I want to get done is, what do people get when they buy premium, and can I actually do that with Lovable in terms of like connect Stripe, and then when they pay something, their interface changes and it unlocks certain things. So that's one of the things I want to try today. And another thing I want to add some music during their timer session. So that one's going to be easier. I'm going to try that first. So let's just try, can you add music during the timer? I found that using this chat function first is really good to kind of Lovable will like brainstorm and then give you a plan based on what you want. So I'm just going to see if it's possible. How do I give you that music? I wonder if I can just attach an MP3 here. No, it won't let me. Let's see. Oh, I also have this learn tab that just kind of teaches you about how this works, because there's no like tutorial right now. Okay, so you can see basically Lovable's giving me this plan. I can help you add the background music, provide an MP3. So it's not letting me add a MP3 here. I think it's lying to me. Yeah, it doesn't want an MP3. Yeah, because it's just like there's not a way to give Lovable an MP3 for whatever reason. Okay, let's try to upload it via Dropbox. I don't know if this is going to work, but I've kind of been on a roll today, except for the confetti of making things work. All right, let's take this link. Again, I'm still chatting here because I'm just kind of seeing, and I think it doesn't use credits either. Lovable's like how you pay for stuff. You get a certain amount of credits per month. So I think chatting doesn't use credits, but it also just like makes it so generally it's more accurate for a thing that I don't understand how to do. I'll just like talk with it first before I try to implement it. Sure. It's saying it'll outline a plan for me. I don't know if I told it I wanted okay, it is going to do background music during my timer. Lovable's pretty good at understanding what I want to do. Like, I would say 70 to 80% of the time, I'm able to get a 1 to 2 shot, like prompting. So like either 1 prompt or 2 prompts to get what I want. We'll see if this one works. I do have my doubts that this is going to work. Okay, so it's giving me, I'm just making sure the plan is actually what I want. I don't know that we want volume control. All right, it's saying I'll simplify the plan to focus on auto playing the meditation music during timer sessions without adding volume controls. Cool, good, I'm liking it. Let's just ask ChatGPT if chat. All right, we're going to implement this plan and see if it gets it right. I didn't even read it. Let's hope for the best here. Not recommended, but you know, we're going for it. ChatGPT is saying that the chat feature does consume credit, so keep that in mind. Yeah, so if you want to be conservative with the amount of money you spend, I definitely recommend thinking about what you're saying a lot more. I am not always wanting to do that. Like, I will definitely, like, there's been a lot of prompts I've had that are longer that I'm trying to like get certain things done, or I'll ask ChatGPT first. Like, I'm not doing this really dumb all the time, but a lot of the times I am just chatting back and forth. Let me just try to find. I mean, a lot of my prompts are a lot shorter. I've definitely had some longer prompts today. This was all stuff I did today. Yeah, so like this was a longer prompt that I wanted, basically removing the 68-second timer that I did have on the page. Yeah, so this I basically used the O3 model in ChatGPT and just prompted it how I wanted to update the app, and then it gave me like what I wanted, and then I put it in Lovable, asked chat like, can you do this, and it did it pretty well. Okay, it's saying it added background music. Let's see if that's true. I've turned my volume up. I do not hear music. I do hear music. We're on a roll today. Sweet. Sounds good. Okay, so that's cool. We are on a roll. We got music working now. All right, let's try the hardest thing in my mind. Let's see if this can work. Are you actually able to add features that unlock based on Stripe purchases? Lovable seems to say yes to everything, and to be fair, I haven't found a thing it can't do, but definitely when you start working with databases, I've had issues. I haven't tried using Stripe. It's saying I'll create a plan like it always does. It doesn't seem to like tell me if it's possible or not. I'm going to also just ask ChatGPT, like, is it possible to implement Stripe inside of Lovable right now, where if a person purchases from Stripe, it'll tell Lovable that happened and it unlocks certain things, or is that not possible in Lovable? I mean, I don't know. I assume it's possible, but all right, good. We're searching the web. I wanted to make sure. Okay, it says yes. Oh, so it's saying use Supabase, which I already have connected. Okay. I mean, I think I'll do a really like basic test if that's the... Okay, so it wants to create a subscribers table. I'll add columns for their tier. So basically, I'll make a checkout on Stripe, and then if I know it works, if a new button pops under here when someone buys, or at least in my mind, that's one way to test it. I just want to visually see if it would work. I assume I need to get the Stripe checkout page, so let me get that. All right, so it's wanting me to add my Stripe API key. So I'm going to get that real quick. Okay, so I'm just going to go into test mode on Stripe so that I can do some testing. I don't know if I need the publishable. Okay, so it's saying it wants the secret key. You would never want to show this, but it's the test one, so it's fine. Okay, I'm going to add the Stripe secret key. All right. Okay, so I got Stripe sort of working. Basically, you have to use it on an actual page. Like, you have to like publish your page on Lovable, and then you have to make a Stripe product. So I made it just for $1 product ID, and then I think what's happening is it's not using that product ID, but basically when I go to the page and try to join, it's then taking me to a test page, and I'm actually able to do a payment in test mode, but it's saying $29.99 per year, so that's a little weird, but actually that might not be the issue. So I guess it created this this checkout for me, but basically once I subscribe, what's happening is it's not knowing if I'm premium or not, so it stays just like in this get premium state. So that'll be something I focus on tomorrow. I had a lot of progress today. I think I had a really good run, got tons of stuff done, like basically imagine this whole app, and I think I got it pretty clean in terms of like the main features knocked off. longer buttonhole. Yeah, like 17-second, got the 58-second, can set and edit desires, AI images. Some of this I did yesterday, some of this today. The reminders, I got the AI generated affirmations to complete desire. Basically, all of this was done between yesterday and today. So I'm really happy with all that. And tomorrow we'll work on premium. So check back in if you're interested in this, and this is cool for you. Put a comment in the description if you have any questions or anything you want to say. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. Help support the channel, and subscribe too if you're interested in more content like this.